everyone. If you are new here, first of all, hello and welcome to the Ms. Gold Girl channel. My name is Marnie and you can find me here twice a week where I talk about things that I think are pertinent for real women in real life situations who are looking for real style and real beauty to fit those real life situations. And so normally you're going to see videos that revolve around that. Today's video is a roundup of my absolute favorite things from the month of June in this case, in all things beauty, clothing, accessories, and lifestyle. I have a top 5 for each of those. Before I jump into that, I just want to give you a heads up on some stuff that's coming up in July, and that stuff is specifically, well, are specifically 2 sales that are pretty big, kind of the Super Bowl for those of us that make videos like this. We have Amazon Prime Days, which are happening July 11th and 12th and open to anyone who has an Amazon Prime membership. So you don't already have one of those, by the way, you don't want to miss that sale, and I will put a link down in the description box where you can sign up for Prime. And then the other big one, the one that honestly I'm a little more excited about, and I'll explain why in a minute, is the Nordstrom Anniversary Sale. I love Amazon, and if you are not new here, you know that. I do at least one, sometimes more videos each month featuring Amazon hauls and Amazon finds, and a lot more of that every day over on Instagram. But my heart belongs to Nordstrom, and again, if you've been a longtime viewer, you may or may not already know that I was the very first person to ever walk through a Nordstrom Anniversary Sale catalog here on YouTube and pick out my favorite. So I've been doing this a really long time. I've been covering Nordstrom a really long time, and I get a little more excited about the Nordstrom sale because the sale itself is a bigger discount. It's 40% off. Most of the things that I will recommend to you on Amazon are already pretty budget friendly, so we're not talking a big drop in price when they do go on sale. The Nordstrom stuff, on the other hand, is generally not as budget friendly. So when they mark it down to 40% off before the season starts, that gets me a little bit excited. Anyway, I will be covering both of those, so my regular upload schedule of Sunday, Thursday may be a little bit skewed in the next few weeks. If neither of those are appealing to you, don't worry. Lots of other content planned. All right, I've held you up long enough. Let's dive into June 2023 monthly favorites. Let's start with beauty favorites. So my husband and I took a road trip / vacation. It was about 9-10 days all in on the road. And so a lot of the items that I used on that trip, you're gonna see here. So let's start with the foundation. I have been wearing almost every single day in the month of June, and it's this little guy. It's the L'Oreal True Match, super blendable foundation, and I'm currently wearing it in the shade N3. This is all fake tan, so this is not the normal color of my skin, although I'm very much enjoying it, and we'll talk more about that in a minute. I have tried the True Match foundation before, and I hated it. They sent this to me in PR, they sent me a shade range, and I held on to this one just in case, because when I start all the fake tanning, I never really know what foundation is gonna work, and I needed a darker one. I reached for this, instantly fell in love. It wears all day long, it has beautiful coverage, it's buildable, super lightweight, it's comfortable in really humid climates. It's sitting around 80% right now in San Antonio where I live. It worked really well in Scottsdale, Arizona, where it was around 15% humidity. So love this little guy, and I love how budget friendly it is. It doesn't really apply to the face. I've said if you can't tone it, tan it. Well, if you don't want to wear a lot of makeup, tan that too, but fake tan, and I'll share what I've been up to on that in a second. So I've been paring down the makeup because I just don't need as much when I have a tan on my face. And the brow gel I've been reaching for, and it's the only thing I've been putting in my brows. I've not been penciling them in or using an eyebrow marker or powder, nothing. It's just this little guy. It's from Merit Beauty. It's their eyebrow gel. I'm sure it has a fancier name, but it has a very long handle and a very short little wand. And I just use it in the shade Blonde. And just a little tip, if you really want your brows to have sort of that laminated look and really stay in place, plus get a lot of color deposited, when you first put it on, brush it through against the pattern of your hair growth. So go from inside outside, just drag that across and then comb it through, and it will stay in place all day, and you'll get that extra color deposit that you need on the tails, because that's usually where we need the most filling in. And it lasts me all day long. And it's not crunchy, it's not stiff, it doesn't run down my face if I'm sweating. Absolutely been loving this. I've been seeing this sunscreen pop up in a lot of places, a lot of different retailers, on social media, and I was just about out of my current favorite, which is the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. This is the Undefined R&R Sun Serum Broad Spectrum SPF 50. It's a tinted mineral sunscreen and it's like water. It's very, very fluid, little bit tinted. Shake it up. I just do 2 squeezes along the length of my fingers. So I get 2 fingerfuls through, tap it between the fingers and just tap and blend. And I have a picture right here of me. That's all I have on. I have that and brow gel, essentially the 2 products I just mentioned. I have very sensitive skin and my skin reacts to the oddest things. I'm never sure what's gonna set it off, and I have had 0 issues with this. It isn't overly shiny and glowy, which sometimes is a nice thing, especially when you're living in 80% humidity. Nature is providing all the glow, thank you very much. But it isn't drying and matte, because in addition to sensitive, reactive, and aging skin, I have dry skin. So I'm really, really enjoying this, and I think you will as well. Like I mentioned, we went to the desert. It's dry there. And my skin, I was worried, would turn into a lizard. Well, I recently had done a sponsored collab with KIEHL'S over on Instagram, and one of the products I wanted to try was one of their ultimate bestsellers, the Creme de Corps. I have been slathering this on me every single day, and first of all, it's really good to help keep your fake tan going longer, but it also is just an incredible moisturizer. I fell in love with this. It absorbs so quickly. It doesn't leave you slimy feeling or greasy feeling. It doesn't really have a scent as far as I can tell. It's just fantastic. And here's the best part. Now, I am filming this on a Monday afternoon. I'm hoping this still holds as you're seeing this on Thursday if you're watching this in real time. KIEHL'S sent me a 30% off coupon code for their friends and family sale. And I think it was only supposed to be for their friends and family sale, but I keep typing it in to see it's still working. So give it a shot at 30% off. I'll link directly to the KIEHL'S site. I think it would work on anything that you wanted to purchase at KIEHL'S. I have a few other recommendations that I'll leave down in the description box as well, but I'm really loving this Creme de Corps. I'm sure there'll be some KIEHL'S products in the Nordstrom anniversary sale, but 30% off is a pretty good deal, so just wanted to mention that. And I've been mentioning the fake tan, or sunless tanning is I think the more polite way to refer to it, but let's be real, it's fake. And I've mentioned before, but I'm gonna mention it again because it is the most asked question I've gotten on Instagram recently. What are you using? Well, what I've been using for years is they're both by Loving Tan. It's the 2-Hour Express Dark on my face and then the Platinum on my body. This is not a rapid one. The one on my face is. Platinum is a little bit darker. I can darken up a little bit more to match my body if I want with my bronzer and all that stuff. I just like that this is done curing, so to speak, in 2 hours. You know, I want to eat or drink or whatever. I worry about drool or... Anyway, I'm babbling. My point is I've been using these and loving these, and that's mostly what you've been seeing for well over a year on me. But for the last week, I've been using this guy. And this is, I've talked about this brand before. This is from B-Tan, but it's their Forever and Ever ultra long lasting self tan mousse. And that's what's on me right now. And this is almost a week old and I have not had to touch it up. It says it's supposed to last up to 11 days. I haven't tested it the full 11 days. I probably won't, but this is the longest lasting self tanner I have ever used, and I really wanted to let you guys know about this. It also has the least offensive smell, and it has the prettiest, most natural looking color that I've used in a while. So I think we're gonna be saying goodbye to these guys, and it's gonna be this one from my face down. I used this on my face, I didn't break out, my body, all of it. Absolutely love this. Love all the B-Tan products I've tried. There are a few I've tried that are definitely darker, but as for long lasting, B-Tan forever and ever. All right, moving on to clothing favorites. My first one I'm worried might be sold out, but I'm just keeping it real, and this was such a favorite I have to share. And if it's sold out, maybe you can check in store and they may have it. They're both pieces, it's an outfit. Both pieces are from Chico's. It's a gauze V-neck shirt with ribbing around the V with matching French terry pull-on crop pants. I love this outfit. I'm going to keep wearing it. I know it's sold out. I just won't probably share it much over on social media. If it gets restocked, I will let y'all know over on Instagram. That's the fastest way for me to get in touch with you, so to speak. I felt so elegant. There's this whole quiet luxury trend happening. I felt like this would fit in that aesthetic. That's not what I was thinking when I picked it. I just like the looks of it. I really hope Chico's restocks it. I really hope Chico's brings out the pieces in more colors. This would be my summer uniform. If I could get away with wearing it every single day, I would. And if you're interested in seeing more of what I wore on my road trip, I did do a whole video. It's sort of like a travel vlog and what I wore all wrapped up in one, and I will link it up here and down in the description box, because number 2 was the other travel outfit I really, really loved this month, and it is a knit set from Amazon. They are meant to be a dupe for a Free People set, and I mean, I've seen the pictures. I haven't seen the actual Free People set to tell you or not, but personally, I love this knit set, and yes, I said knit. It is definitely a sweater top and then heavy knit pants. I wore it in 100-degree heat. I was fine, but then again, I'm used to the heat. I live in South Texas. Comes in a lot of different colors. I went with the beige, size small, and I love that even though it's knit, it has pockets, it's comfortable. I also like that because it's knit, it will easily transition into cooler weather if you just layer something on top or wear a long sleeve shirt underneath. Absolutely love it. I definitely want to add more. Probably the all black set will be coming home to me next. Number 3 was another outfit I brought with me on my travels. This linen shirt dress looks so much like a very popular one that's being sold over on J. Jill right now. I believe for about half the price though from J. Jill. It comes in 5 colors. It's very size inclusive, goes from extra, extra small to 5X. It can be worn in a variety of ways. It comes loose with no belt. It does have pockets, so you could just wear it like a nice loose, almost like a shirt dress caftan style. You could wear it open as a duster. You could wear it as a swim cover up. You can belt it with a bunch of different things. I have worn it in a variety of ways. Most recently, I wore it to a lovely seated dinner at a luxury ranch resort that we stayed at. It's such a great summer piece. You could dress it up and wear it into a more corporate work environment. I think everybody needs to check this piece out. The price is fantastic. It's linen, pockets. It feels so expensive. It's much more budget friendly. Speaking of budget friendly, I love pajamas, and usually the ones I find for you are not so budget friendly. These are fantastic. These are from Joyspun. They're not sold as a set. They're sold as 2 separate pieces. So if you need different sizing in the top and the bottom, that's a good thing. Each piece is just under $15. Now, I personally usually prefer 100% cotton percale, especially in the summertime. This is a cotton blend of cotton and rayon. The advantage to this is it's a lot lighter weight. It's softer, it drapes a little more nicely, and it doesn't wrinkle like the cotton percale. I have this set that I'm showing you. I loved it so much, my husband had to remind me, maybe you don't need to wear it every single night and possibly every single day. So I ordered a second pair in a new pattern. I'll be doing a whole other Walmart haul with you, I think Sunday actually, so stay tuned for that. But these are fantastic. I love them so, so much, and I can tell you, obviously since I've been wearing them all the time, they are lightweight enough to wear in the heat as well. And then lastly, of all the things that I've shared over the almost 13 years that I have been doing YouTube videos, this has been one of the most popular, and it is a linen ruched sleeve tee, also from Chico's. I have it in this beautiful green. A lot of you have told me you're not comfortable wearing sleeveless shirts. I understand that, but you don't want what you are calling, I'm using your words, not mine, the old lady 3/4 length sleeves. I know those can be fighting words. This tee ends right above the elbow. It's a really flattering length because it's linen. It's not hot when you wear it, and the colors this comes in are stunning. And I actually went ahead and ordered it in another color, so I'll be sharing that with you when that one arrives. Let's get on to accessories. This bag I've shared before. I just love it, and I used it so much that I needed to share it again. So sometimes favorites repeat from month to month. I'm not just gonna make something up just to fill up the category. You're gonna see the real favorites. So this is actually inspired by a brand called Nagetti, which is more expensive, anywhere from like $200 to $500. This one is right under $70, I believe. I found it on Amazon, and I thought I would just use it occasionally. This is my most reached for handbag. I've been wearing it over and over and over, and it comes with this really buttery soft, fake, of course, it's not real leather, bag pouch insert that zips and also has a zippered pocket inside of it. I adore this. I love it. I can fit it over my shoulder and wear it like a normal tote bag, but I did find a newer version of this on Amazon that might be better because the drop from the handles is even longer, so it'll much more easily fit over anybody's arm to be worn on the shoulder, which I personally prefer. I will link to this one, the new one that I found, and the original designer version if you want to check that out. Check the description box. Also check the top of the comments. I'll have everything pinned there as well. Another bag I've been reaching for a lot. Oh my goodness. I shared this earlier in my travel video. This is my latest travel bag. It's from MZ Wallace. Sorry, the sun is peeking through. There we go. This is one of their duffel bags. It has so many pockets. Pockets, as you can see here, a big pocket here. It goes all the way down. Side pockets. It has the luggage sleeve on the back that zips at the bottom. So if you want it to be just yet another big pocket, it can be. There is another pocket here, and then there's loads of pockets on the inside. The inspiration for purchasing, oh, and also it has a crossbody strap that I just have tucked down here. The inspiration for purchasing yet another MZ Wallace travel bag is I have a new laptop that's 16 inches. It's bigger than most, and it doesn't fit in my other travel bags. And when I travel, I bring my work with me, so I needed something that would fit my laptop. It does have a padded laptop sleeve in there as well. A few more budget-friendly finds that are favorites of mine for accessories. These, they call them CORK footbed sandals. They're fake Birkenstocks. Let's just call them what they are. They're from Amazon. I said I would never wear these. I said these were hideous shoes. I was right on one of them. I mean, they're not cute. They're not the cutest shoes in the world, but they're like Cabbage Patch Kids. They're growing on me. They're so ugly that they're kind of cute, and they are super comfortable, and there is a sort of chicness about them. And it helps that I'm not paying the full price of Birkenstocks. I think that's part of it as well, but these are super comfortable. I love this color. I'm a sucker for a nude shoe pretty much year round, and I'm gonna count this as close enough to nude. It's kind of my skin tone. It does come in lots of other colors to match just about anybody's skin tone, and then fun colors as well. And then another accessory that I have been loving, and is one of the most popular ones so far that I can see for June, is this set of 6 stretchy bracelets. They're really fun. They also come in silver. They're under $6 for the set, so less than $1 per strand over on Walmart. I don't know that you'll find them in the store. Most of my favorite finds from Walmart are online only, so definitely check the link out before heading over to Walmart. And then the last of my accessory favorites is this guy. I've talked about these a ton, and they are a favorite pretty much every summer season. This is one of a set of 3 stretchy straw or raffia belts, and there's no actual hole, so you can just make it as big or small as you need it. And the link will take you to a site that has a couple of different sets to choose from, and I think they come in 2 sizes as well. Best summer accessory you're gonna find. If you are enjoying these recommendations and you would like to see more videos like this, be sure that you hit that subscribe button before you stop watching this video, because I don't want you to miss any of the fun that I have planned. Okay, let's finish up with lifestyle favorites. Mentioned that little road trip. This thing was amazing. It is basically a power strip for your car. Plugs into the, I call it the lighter outlet. I don't know what the actual name for it is. Where they used to have lighters, that thing. You have 2 actual outlets, and then you have 4 USB outlets and a power button if you don't want it to be draining your battery when you don't have the car on. Honestly, if we were stopping anywhere, I unplugged it. I didn't leave it plugged in. Definitely a lifesaver on a long road trip, and easy to fit in the center console when you don't need it. Another thing that came in handy was this double-sided kind of cosmetics bag or travel bag. It's clear, so you can see where everything is on each side, and then it has zippers on each side. So if I only needed to grab something over here, open it on this side. If I only need something from this side, pretty obvious. I use this to hold all of my kind of shower type items, anything that I use if I'm going into the shower or something I use right after I get out of the shower. And it was packed with a lot more stuff. It held a ton of things, and it was nice for me to be able to see where they were, so I didn't have to dig through and unpack all the things, especially on a multi-stage road trip when you're not unpacking at every stop. Number 3 for my favorites for lifestyle was this linen duvet cover. I mentioned this over on Instagram stories. My husband and I fight over whether or not we're gonna have a down comforter and where it's gonna go in the bed. And I finally, after being inspired by how they made the bed at this ranch we stayed at, decided to take our down comforter, which used to be layered under our quilt, pull it out, put it in this linen duvet cover, and have it on top of the quilt. That way, it's the last layer on the top of our bed. When we go to sleep at night, I can pull my side up and be all cozy and comfy under it. And my husband, who sleeps even warmer than me, can just lay under the quilt and be just huddled under this thin little quilt while I am all wrapped up in the fluffy goodness of this linen duvet cover. It was so easy to get my down comforter in, and I'm also gonna link the little comforter, the clips I use to keep everything in place. I've had some questions about the specific down comforter I use. Unfortunately, the one I own was discontinued years ago. So if anyone has any recommendations for a good down comforter that has a nice weight to it but not too warm to use in the summer, leave them down in the comments. Next, this is very random, but most of my videos are, hang on, this is heavy. We decided to upgrade our cooking utensils. We've been married 26 years this month and just have an amalgamation of random cooking tools. It wasn't aesthetically pleasing, and we decided we are grown-ups. It is time to have pretty utensils. So I found this set on Amazon. They're silicone. It does come with a plastic utensil holder. I don't like it, so I got this one instead. It's heavy. This is real marble, and you can use it as a utensil holder, or you could use it to chill a bottle of wine or hold a bottle of wine. We went for the utensil holder option. I will link this. This part isn't the favorite. These are the favorites. And then lastly, this garment, they're calling it a carry-on bag. I would say check with your airline, your specific carrier, before you attempt to take this as a carry-on bag. But this garment bag is unbelievable. I think it is like the never-ending garment bag. I had a lot of hanging clothes. I love wearing dresses in the summer, and if I don't have to fold them up and squish them into a suitcase, all the better. So I had a ton of dresses. I had 2 Instagram collaborations that I was shooting for. Each of those had a bunch of dresses. So there was a lot to pack on this trip, and it just was like it was like the Mary Poppins bag. It held everything, and then it had more zippers and pockets. I could have stuffed it with a million things, plus it had a luggage sleeve. It is fantastic. If you are someone who travels with longer items, this is the garment bag for you. I've recommended another one that I still recommend. It folds up into a duffel bag, and that's great, especially for men. But for anyone who is bringing a dress along with them, they're gonna need something longer. This carry-on bag is outstanding. It's on Amazon, and it does come in a few colors. So those were my favorites for June 2023. Do let me know if any of my favorites made your favorites list. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Hope you had fun, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.